guys, thanks for stopping by. So, I have not had internet or even electricity for a couple days now, so I haven't been able to upload this, and I've also been busy. But thanks for bearing with me. So, this video isn't going to have the jewelry pick where I usually have 3 pieces of jewelry and you choose one. I have a specific message for that one at the end of the video. If you do want something like that, then let me know in the comments. I'm just making up for lost time, so I'm not doing it. I did bring a chocmul, which is this little stone figure. Of course, the chocmul is very much present in southernmost Mexico, bordering Guatemala. Correct me if I'm wrong. And when the archaeologists discovered this stone figure, they theorized that it was stylized for sacrifices. So in this case, I am offering it an Ethiopian opal. And yeah, one side of the world meets the other. So it's nice. Anyway, I am using Egyptian Cartouche cards. These cards use the specific and clear symbols that our ancient brothers and sisters worked with in their day-to-day lives. They do have small hieroglyphs on the corners of the cards to contain the potent energies of certain symbols. So today is going to be a reading for Leo, because the sun came out. It was raining, and then the sun came out just now. It stopped raining, so in that honor, we're doing Leo. So I'm going to channel Leo. Okay. Getting 4, 5. So we'll see how I feel when we get to 4. So I got a small kitty. It's in my lap right now. It's sleeping, so that's why I have the blanket over its face. And I believe this is 4. I feel like giving it one more. And 5. Okay. So I will do the 5-point star spread facing you. I'll explain what each aspect of the spread means as I'm reading for you. So I will do it facing you, the viewer. Here we go, Leo. Interesting. Because I remember the last reading I did for Leo, there was something about the productivity, and it seems like the message is still kind of lingering on that topic, but there's a different take on it. Anyway, so let's get started. Here in the nature of the problem, situation, or question, we have Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. In ancient Egyptian times, it was also considered, that star was considered the masculine component, right? So in this case, it can mean being proactive, consistent, being logical, analyzing the environment. So the nature of the problem, situation, or question is almost like the situation or the question is, am I taking the reasonable steps forward? That's what I'm getting here. Am I taking the reasonable steps forward? Reasonable in terms of in terms of finances, the environment you chose to be in, many things. But you can see this as the wise father figure, the wise patriarch that has what they have to say in with less words. And there is such reasoning, there is such a reason, there is such sense with what this character has to say, or they usually show with their actions more than what they say. So it seems like the situation or the question is almost like, am I being reasonable with my actions and my decisions forward? Interesting. And so here, reason for asking or point of interest, there is a kind of redemption. Horus is the son of Osiris and Isis, right before Osiris went into the underworld. And so Horus was supposed to avenge his father's death. He didn't have a choice he didn't have a say in the matter, but he was so mature in the sense where he just knew that was what his purpose was. The reason why I'm bringing up this story is because in the reason for asking or point of interest in this area of the star spread, there is the reason for asking is this redemption. And I don't mean redemption in others' eyes. Horus also, knowing that he had no choice in what was to be done with his purpose, he also had to do what he had to do because he redeemed himself to himself. So this is interesting. This is a personal redemption where you are taking your needs, your desires into account, and you are making sure and proving to yourself that you have what it takes or that you can do it. Interesting. Factors to be considered: fire. So factors to be considered according to the situation or question. We have fire, and fire is that spark of creativity, productivity. Also, one other message it can be is that there is this passion, right? And it can be passion in many ways: passion in what you're doing or passion in the emotions, right? So in factors to be considered, it seems like it's saying that there is passion in what you're doing, this spark of creativity, but also one flip side of the coin to this is just make sure you're able to manage your reactions this month, because there is a lot going on. A lot of emotions are definitely getting heated up this month. So it's almost saying, yes, use this passion for creativity, but when it comes to social interactions, and let's just say you're burning up and you're ready to, explode, this is reminding you that you need to hold counsel over your fiery tongue. Be careful. Okay, I understand that this month is a pretty interesting month. So this is a message saying, yes, there's passion, but really, please put your passion in your words and reactive emotions in check for the factors to be considered. Okay. And here, interestingly enough, for the advice portion of the star, we have Earth. We have Earth in reverse. So Earth right side up is a healthy reciprocation, when someone is able to give the land what they need so that the land could then in return give the person something that the person needed, as the person is also protecting and stewarding the land. So to have it in reverse can sometimes be a message of unhealthy give and take. So in this case, what I'm seeing is that there is a need to identify these kinds of tendencies with the people that is surrounding you. Identify the tendencies of the unhealthy give and take, so that way, it's not really a sense of and then act, because what I'm getting is that this isn't the month to make such a brash action, but take it in account. Take note and then choose your action at the appropriate time. But in this case, in terms of the situation or question, am I being reasonable in my actions and in my decisions? Well, the advice is make sure you take a look at the motives or the tendencies that people are surrounding you in terms of the give and the take. Okay. And here In the outcome, we have Ptah. Now, Ptah is the god of productivity, creation, innovation. A lot of people would see this as the Freemason symbol, but this was actually a guild icon for architects and creatives. So to have it in reverse is just basically not doing the work. And I don't mean you specifically, Leo, are not doing the work, but there is this kind of standstill in something legit. Does that make sense? Because even though you have this passion in something, in your project or in your creative pursuits, there is a standstill in a formal establishment that maybe you're searching for, or has to do with this question, am I being reasonable? And it's just affirming, yes, there's going to be a standstill in the formality of an establishment, of, let's say, that 9-to-5 job. I'm not really sure, Leo, that you're really necessarily looking for a 9-to-5 job, but it is affirming that there is a standstill for a legit, like this formal, legitimate, contractual exchange is what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's review. We have, for the situation or question is, am I making reasonable decisions and actions? Horus is, the reason for asking is Horus basically affirming yourself, like showing to yourself that you can do it, redeeming yourself to yourself. Factors to be considered is that there will be passion, but also be careful with passionate reactions in terms of emotions. Here, making sure, the advice is to make sure that you take into account the tendencies of the people you love or the people around you that have unhealthy give and take. Take note of that. It's not really the time to act in that moment, but it's good to take note. And also for the outcome, it's just affirming that there's no legitimacy of any contractual or formal establishment at the time, because it's not the time for that. It's not the time for that right now. So that's what I'm getting, Leo. Thank you so much. Let me know if that resonated with you. I hope it did. So, anyway, I have faith that you will make the reasonable decisions and actions in your journey ahead. I pray that you have peace in your paths. Thank you, and until next time. See you later.